Hey Kevin, here's another Flippin' Dork Flips and Finds video where I show you different items I pick up locally really cheap at like thrift stores and garage sales, and then I sell them online either on eBay, or for bigger items I don't really want to ship, I will put them on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and sell them locally. Anyway, if you've seen the previous videos from the last couple of videos, you know that I had a whole bunch of yard sales this weekend. There was a neighborhood garage sale. I found tons of stuff. Then the next day afterwards, there was the bulk trash pickup. So I went around and picked up a bunch of chairs and things I could sell locally that were all free. And I just had a whole bunch of local sales this weekend. And I also found tons of really good stuff to put on eBay. And almost everything I bought or grabbed for free to sell locally has sold, except for a couple of things. And the money I got from that has repaid me already. So it paid for all of the fines, you know, the big local fines, and it paid for all of the eBay goods, and I still made a profit off of it. So I can kind of look at all of my eBay fines from this week as being totally pure profit, minus any shipping or fees that might be involved in each of the sales. So that's pretty cool. I kind of use the local sales for that. Anyway, there should be another one today that's actually going to be part of when I send this off in a minute. So let me show you the eBay sale I had overnight. So it's this right here. It's an Anaheim Ducks hat. It's an NHL team. It's a Reebok snapback. I found it at Salvation Army. It was in really nice condition. Still has the stickers on there. It says it's from 2014, the NHL Stadium Series hat. It looked like it had never been worn, and it was only $1, so I just gave it a shot. I couldn't find any exact comps, so I just kind of guessed that I could probably sell it about $18.95, $19.95, somewhere around there. I had it listed for a while and just no action at all on it, so I dropped the price because I'm trying to get rid of a lot of the clothes I'm selling. And I put it down to $13.95 of free shipping, and it sold last night. So anyway, I paid $1, sold for $13.95. That brings me down to $12.95. I just bought the shipping label for it, which was $3.05 through eBay. So that brings me down to just under $10, and then there's going to be some eBay and PayPal fees, which is roughly 13-ish%. So that would bring me to just under $9. So I'm probably like $8.50-ish or so in profit, which is all right. It's not bad. It's just I'm trying to get items that make a lot more than that, like 3-4 times that. So anyway, it's not too bad. Just kind of guessing on it. I still made some money. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and tape it up, slap the label on there, and I'm going to take it right up the road to the post office. And the cool thing is yesterday when I was driving around finding more free stuff on the side of the road, I found this leather office chair. It's actually really nice working condition, just not nice cosmetic condition. The leather was starting to crack and there was some wear and things like that. And anyway, I listed it locally last night on Facebook and Craigslist, and for 15 bucks just to get rid of it real quick. And someone actually right across the road from the post office wants it. So I'm going to go take them both over there and hopefully they buy it. So let's see what happens. Alright, so weird story. This is probably my first local return on an item. I sold it to the lady. She tried it out when I took it over there and she liked it. And then a little bit later she decided she changed her mind and it wasn't going to work. I don't know if it's condition or she was kind of short. Maybe it was a little too tall for her. I don't know what the deal is. So anyway, I took it back and exchanged it. And what she did is she bought this little Philips boom box that I had listed for $30. So instead of paying $15 for this chair, she bought a $30 radio from me, which is good because no one was asking me about that thing. So I ended up getting a sale out of it. And now someone's coming over to check out the chair to see if it's going to work out for him. So hopefully it will sell. All right, well, the lady just come by to buy that chair and she paid me with a 10, a 1, and then a whole bunch of change to make up the rest for $15. So that free chair turned into a whole bunch of change. All right, now it's probably hard to see, but someone is coming by today to buy the really big puffy chair, the one that had a lot of wear on it, but it is pretty comfortable. I got it free on the side of the road. I'm just selling it real quick for 15 bucks as well. So hopefully they show up in a couple of minutes and I'll sell it to them. All right, so it's the next day and I had one eBay sale overnight. I have a couple of local sales that's going to happen today, but just to recap yesterday, because it was a strange day of local sales. So I had the two chairs. I had the leather office chair that had a lot of wear, and the big puffy chair that had a lot of wear. I found them both on the side of the road for free. It was bulk trash pickup day on Monday, so I don't remember why I was out, but I decided to hit up a couple of side roads while I was out, and I found those along with a bunch of other stuff. And anyway, my wife hates it when I bring that stuff home, so I wanted to just turn and burn them real quick, just get rid of them fast. So I put them up for $15, Plus, that's about max around here for as much wear as they had. And anyway, I put them both up, and for whatever reason, Facebook was taking the post down. They were saying I had issues. I wasn't meeting community standards or whatever it was. I've never ever seen that before. I couldn't figure out why. The only thing I can think of is either I used the word leather, which doesn't make sense. I don't know why you couldn't sell anything leather. It was not one of the things listed. They had things you couldn't sell. It was like weapons and animals and digital products and, you know, things like that, like the stuff that even Craigslist won't let you sell. And I don't know, I mean, leather was never mentioned or anything like that. So the only other thing I can think of is maybe I was a little too descriptive, but since they had so much wear, they were in good working condition, but cosmetically they were not good. So I was trying to make them, you know, let people realize they were actually pretty nice pieces, just had some wear. So on the office chair, I mentioned that, you know, I said, hey, have this office chair for sale. I believe it's leather or high quality vinyl, because I couldn't really tell. I'm pretty sure it was leather. So I said, I'm pretty sure it's leather. And then I also mentioned that, you know, it is really comfortable. It works great. Everything functions fine. It just doesn't look the best. And it would be an upgrade from one of those like cheap Walmart style office chairs. If you have one of them, you know, those little $10 chairs that are tweed and plastic and they hurt your legs after like 20 minutes. But anyway, it would be an upgrade from that. So, you know, it doesn't look the best, but it's a pretty decent chair, $15. And it kept getting hit. So I deleted all that, and I basically just kept it at, and I changed the title from leather office chair. I just put it at office chair. And then the description was, hi, I have this office chair for sale. It's a maroon, a brownish maroon color, and it has some wear, but it functions fine. You know, it pumps up, it rotates, it rolls. Everything else is about, you know, about it is good, and it's comfortable. $15. So I just kept it real basic, and that finally went through. Now the puffy chair listing was also getting nixed by Facebook, and I don't know why. So I just made it a really boring listing too. Just, hi, I have this comfortable puffy chair. It's a maroon color, has wear, but it's comfortable, $15. And it went through as well. So I finally started getting people asking about them. And then finally I had 3 people ask about the office chair. One lady was right up the road, right across the street from the post office where I was going to have to go anyway. She said, I'm at work, could you bring it to me and I'll buy it from you? So I took it over there, and then when it showed up, she was like, hey, I know I asked you to bring it here. I'm sorry, I don't have cash on me. I couldn't leave. Would you take a check? So I was like, well, okay, I'll go ahead and take a check. So I, you know, gave her the chair. She tried it out and all that kind of stuff. And then I come home, and what I do when I sell things on Facebook is I mark them as sold instead of just deleting them right away. That way, all the other people asking about it get a notification that says it's sold, and then they don't keep, you know, sending me messages, you know, a day later or whatever. So anyway, probably 20-30 minutes later, I get a message on that listing, and it's that lady, and she says, hey, just let you know, this chair isn't going to work for me. Can I exchange it for the Philips boombox you have for sale? So I decided to go ahead and do it because she's not that far away. And I knew the chair, I was like, man, I hope something's not wrong with it. I tested it out, it worked. And the only thing I could think of is that maybe it just had too much wear for her, because it was actually a really nice office inside. And this chair kind of was a little out of place because it had a lot of wear. Or she was a little bit short when she tried it out. I know she could have adjusted the height, but maybe once her feet actually touched the ground, then she was too short to her desk or something. I don't know. So anyway, I said, sure, I'll do it. So I took it over there. And then by this time she had got some cash at the bank, and she paid $30 for the boombox, and then I gave her her check back and brought the chair back, come home, marked it as available again, and the other 2 people asking about it, like within a minute, both said, hey, is this really for sale? I'd really like to get it. The lady asked before the guy, so I told the lady to go check it out. She said she's coming in town at 6:30 for her daughter's softball practice, so they showed up a little bit before then and checked it out. Apparently it's going to her daughter's room, so she's the one that was trying it out. She liked it, so they paid me $15. She said, sorry, I don't have enough cash, so she gave me a 10, a 1, and then a whole bunch of quarters and dimes and nickels. So I got paid in a bunch of cash for that free chair. All right, so then fast forward like an hour and a half, 2 hours later, and then someone contacted me about that puffy chair. She wanted it. She's about 20 minutes away, didn't have a way to get it, so she sent her, I think her grandson to come get it. And they come and bought it and loaded it up, and then he handed me money, and then he realized it was the wrong money. I just looked at it real quick. It was either a 20 or a 50, so then he took it back and then gave me a 10 and a 5 and paid for that chair. So anyway, I sold both the chairs for 15 each. I made 30 bucks off of them off the side of the road. That's not bad for I was in town for, I don't remember why I was in town, but I hit a couple of side roads on the way back and I found stuff, so that's not too bad. And it's just kind of weird getting paid in a check, then in change, and then getting the wrong money the second time. So, okay, so now today, or actually in the middle of the night, I heard my phone cha-ching. It woke me up. It was like 4 in the morning. I was like, who in the world is buying something on eBay? Well, they were buying this little Ninja Turtle vehicle. It's kind of like a Volkswagen Beetle, except it's like turtle shell up top. It's missing the doors, and there's something else missing, and then the stickers are kind of peeling, but it's not bad, and they're not very common. And anyway, it turns out it was a international sale. So I sold it through eBay's global shipping program. And they were, when I eventually found comps for them, oh, by the way, I got it for $1 at Salvation Army. And when I looked up comps, I couldn't find them at the time, but I figured for $1, it's got to have some value. I eventually found them through a Google search. I couldn't even find them on eBay. And anyway, the ones that had sold were going for about $25, $30, somewhere around there. I wanted to try to get a little more, so I put it at $22.95 plus shipping. And it was listed for a while, but it eventually sold. So this person, like I said, bought it through the global shipping program. They paid $22.95, plus it's going to cost them $10.15 for me to send it to, I think it's Kentucky, where the warehouse is. So in total, they paid $33.10 for this, and I paid $1, so that's not too bad. So I have to box it up and send it out. Also, I have a couple of local sales that's probably going to happen today. One of them is scheduled, and it's that old beat-up ladder found on the side of the road. Someone's going to buy it. I think it turned into like a plant stand or something. So I'm just selling it real quick for $5, just getting rid of it. And then later, someone has been emailing me about that Bendix radio with the record player on top and all that kind of stuff. I bought it at the garage sale for $5. I kind of thought someone might flea market flip it, you know, turn it into like a cabinet or a bar or something like that. But I think this person actually is just interested in maybe restoring it. So anyway, if they buy it, I'll just take $25 for it, just to get rid of it real quick, make a quick $20 and just be done with it, and to get it out of here so I'm done with all the local sales. Then the only things I have left are all those really kind of junky, trashed out chairs I found on the side of the road. I thought I would try, you know, sell them for $5 each. I put the listing as Pinterest projects. You know, they could turn them into shelves or benches or redo them or whatever. I only had one person interested, and they never showed up, so I don't know if those are actually going to sell or not. I might eventually just put them on the side of the road and then put like a Craigslist free ad up, and someone will come grab them. So anyway, let me go ahead, box this up, and then get ready to take that ladder over, and then who knows what else will end up happening today. But if anything interesting happens, I'll make sure to put it in the video. Alright, so now it is Thursday, and I mentioned yesterday that if anything else interesting happened last night that I would mention it in the video, and it did. I had quite a few sales last night and overnight while I was sleeping, so this is awesome. This is what you think of when you think of, you know, selling cool stuff on eBay. Is you go to sleep and you wake up to several $100s, and that's what happened. So anyway, the very first thing that sold was this right here. I already have it taped up because I had to build a custom box for it, so I'll show a picture. But this is that New Kids on the Block game from 1990. I got it at Goodwill for $3. And I looked through it, counted all the parts. They were all there. Only one of them was slightly messed up. Just the cardboard corner was a little bit bent up and kind of peeling a little bit. Everything was there though. And I think the little dice piece was wrong or something. I think it was this game. Anyway, it was only $3. I listed it for $29.95 plus shipping, and it sold. So it sold for $29.95 plus $11.75 shipping. So in total, it went for $41.70. So I was very happy to see that go. Okay, and that was last night when we were at Target. My phone went off. Okay, as we were leaving Target, my phone made another sound. This time it was not eBay cha-ching, it was my email. And it said I needed to relist this item. So it's this right here. Well, I'll tell you the backstory first. Okay, so the, well, here. Do you remember this? I showed this a while back. I don't want to take it out because I have it packed pretty good, but this is that Carolina Crusher truck made by Glue from 1990. So I have two 1990 items that sold last night. I sold the Animal a while back. That one was made in 1984. That was the little black truck. You put batteries in it, you turn it on, it starts rolling, and as it gets to an obstacle, claws come out of its wheels and, you know, kind of grip and help it climb up, and they called it the Animal. Well, a few years later, they basically changed the color of the truck. They put these huge wheels on there just to look a little more monster truck, you know, just normal looking. And they called it the Carolina Crusher. Apparently they had some other versions as well, but this is the one I found. Anyway, okay, so I had it listed for about a week and a half or so at, I think I put it at $120, buy it now, with a best offer, and I think I put my best offer low at $80. So if I could get somewhere between there, I'd have been happy. I paid $8 for it at my local Habitat for Humanity restore. The last one that sold for $79.99 with free shipping, and it was not in good a condition as this one that I have. So anyway, I put it up. I thought, well, mine's a lot nicer, and it actually works. The last one did not work. So I'll put it at 120 and then see if I can maybe get between 100 and 120. Well, it didn't happen. So after about a week and a half, I thought, you know what, I'm going to try something different. So I took the listing down and then I relisted it as an auction. And I started the auction at $100. And I made it a 7-day auction. I wanted to see if I could get that money. You know, see people could start bidding against each other, because I had, on the original listing, I had several watchers. I don't remember if it was 3 or 4 or if it was like 5 or 6. Maybe I should have left it and I could have got more money. But I decided to do the auction for 7 days. Well, last night was the 7th day and it ended with no bids. So I think my mistake was putting it up for buy it now first. People that were interested saw how much I was asking. Then I took it down and then put it auction. They're like, forget this guy. You know, we'll just wait till he relisted or, you know, whatever. So anyway, last night it ended, you know, the 7th day, and it said, you know, you get the email, hey, it's real easy to relist, just click here and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, I'll do that when I get home. So as we're driving home, my phone made another sound email, and I looked at it, and it's a message from eBay, and it's a guy saying, hey, I really want this truck. If you list it, buy it now for $80 right now, I'll buy it. I thought, you know what, I'm not even going to wait. This guy wants to buy. I only paid $8. I would have been happy with $80 if it went like that when someone gave me a best offer. I'm going to take it. So as soon as I got home, I relisted it for $80. I still made him pay shipping, and it sold. So I paid $8, and it sold for $80 plus $11.15. So in total, it sold for $91.15. So that's really good. The last little truck I had, like I said, the Animal, I paid $1, and it sold for $65. So if I ever find them, which they're probably kind of hard to find, but man, people really want those. They'll pay good money. So those are pretty cool. Okay. The next item right here, this was kind of a guess, but I got it at Goodwill. This is, let's see, the brand is Vansky, or it's spelled like Van Sky, but I think it would be pronounced Vansky. This is an HD TV outdoor antenna. Apparently this is a slightly older model. The digital antennas now, they look a little different. They don't quite look like this, so this is probably a few years old. But it's brand new sealed. It was never opened. I got it at Goodwill for $12. That was actually probably a little bit high compared to what it actually sold for, but it's still not bad. So I bought this within the last month or so. I showed it in the video. I had it listed. The ones that were selling, because this style is still selling, and then the newer style is also selling, I think, for a little more. These were all going for about, it seemed like they were going for about $47, $48 free shipping, somewhere around there. But like I said, this is a slightly older one, and I mean, not real old, but just a little bit older. So I wanted to just get it moving. I had $12 in it, so I decided to slightly undercut this time. So what I did is I listed it at, okay, so I didn't want to lose out on shipping. That's another thing, because if they were to return this for some reason, it was going to be a little bit pricey to ship out. So I wanted to make sure they paid for that, but I wanted to, you know, undercut a little bit. So I listed it at $32.95 plus shipping, knowing that shipping was probably going to be between $10 and $15. And it sold last night, and the person said, hey, can you send this immediately? We need it really bad. So I'm actually going to send it out this morning. So it sold for $32.95 plus $10.40, which is a total of $43.35. So it fell probably a few dollars short from where I thought it would go. I figured it would probably go for $45, $46. So it's pretty close. And it sold quickly, and the lady said the reason I bought it is we need it, and you're the closest person, so hopefully it'll get here the fastest. So anyway, I'm okay with that. The profit is not going to be that great, though. I mean, it sold for $32.95. I have 12 in it. That already drops me down to, what, $21 $1, and there's going to be some fees, so I'll probably make, I don't know, $16, $17. So it was not really that good of a buy. I should have done the math when I was looking at it, but I just saw $12, and then I immediately saw they were selling, you know, for that like $47, and I was like, oh, that's over 30 bucks. Well, I wasn't thinking about fees and all that, which I should have. So it's not bad, but I'm glad it's gone. It's taking up a lot of room here. Okay, the next item that sold is, if I can pull one out here. These, oops, you know what? That's the wrong pair of boots. Let me grab them real quick. Okay, here we go. I found the right box. Put it in a Tyson chicken box. But anyway, these boots right here. These are those Durango Ranch work boots. They're not, I don't think, a very high-end boot, but they were basically brand new when I got them at Salvation Army, except the toes were, they were like stored poorly, so I don't think they've ever been worn, or they were maybe tried once. There's no creasing, there's no wear, but the toes really bad. So I took some brown shoe polish and I made them look a little better, but I took really good close-up pictures of the toes and let them know that they did have some scuffing, even though they were probably not ever actually worn. And anyway, these are Durango boots. I got them at Salvation Army. I paid $15, but I figured I could get my money's worth out of them. So I listed them. They were selling, ones like these that were pre-owned were selling for about $59.99. The ones are in good condition. If they were in worse condition, they dropped quite a bit. If they're brand new, they're about 100, 109, somewhere around there. So anyway, I figure if they're going for $59.99, then I have had some boot returns lately, so I want to make them pay shipping. So I will drop $10 because these will probably go between $10 and $15 depending on how far they go. So I listed them at $49.99 and they sold. They also paid $11.95 shipping. So in total, they went for $61.94. Now this pair, unlike the antenna, instead of undercutting, I wanted to see if I could go just a little bit above. I could make a few more dollars than if I went free shipping. Plus, if they return, then I'm not losing money that way. So instead of the average of like $59.99, they went for $61.99, so an extra $2. So I can send them out. All right, next, you know, I'll do the boring one first and then the cool one. Okay, so this one, I sold another one of those Haynes manuals. As predicted, it's another one that is sealed, except this one, the wrapper was slightly ripped on it, but it's still new unopened. And like I said before, I bought a bunch of these at my local Advanced Auto Parts, I think. They were on clearance. Normally at the auto parts store, these Haynes manuals are like $20, $25, maybe $30. And anyway, they have them all clearanced out. They were down real low. I got a even better price because I bought all of their clearance out, and then with tax, they basically were $2.76 each. This one was not worth as much money as the last two, so I listed it at $13.95 plus shipping. And since it's a book, there's no ads or anything, I was able to do media mail, which is really cheap. And it eventually sold. So it was only up for, what, like 2 weeks and it sold. So it went for $13.95 plus $3.17 shipping. So it's a total of $17.12. If I sell another one of these at about this price, that like $13.95, where I end up making about a $9 or $10 profit, I will then be in the clear, and everything from then on will be total pure profit minus any eBay and PayPal fees. So that's pretty good. And I've only sold 3 and I have 11 more to go. So that's going to be a really, really good purchase. They were all $2.76. Some of them are worth 20-something dollars. Some of them are worth, $11, $12, $13. They're all over, but it's going to be really good profit when it's all said and done. It should be like at least $100 profit, but probably more, maybe $120, $130, something like that. So that's pretty good. Okay, and then the last sale. This was really good. I actually just listed this last night right before I went to bed, and it was one of those deals where it was actually worth good money, but I was unable to test it, so I just sold it untested. I did not do it parts only because the lady told me it worked. There was just no charger to charge it back up to show me. So anyway, what it is this camera I just picked up last Friday at a garage sale for $5. This was a house in a really, really nice neighborhood. I'm actually going to go, as soon as I'm done shooting this video, I'm going to tape all this up, mail it, and then I'm going back to that neighborhood today, Thursday, because there's a garage sale. And man, hopefully they got good stuff too, because anyway, it was a really nice neighborhood. I found that Orvis, I can't remember what it's called, but that I found an Orvis bag there for $1. The same garage sale. That thing's worth $100. Anyway, it's this right here. It's a Canon PowerShot G12. It's a digital camera, not film camera like the last one I bought, and it was a mistake. Anyway, I mean, it's in pretty good condition, at least cosmetically, but I was unable to test it. But it had a memory card in there. It has the Canon style battery, but I didn't have a way to charge it to test, so I just sold it as untested. You know, they might be getting a really good deal or maybe not. If this was working and I had the charger, I had maybe a bag for it, I had the manuals, these were going for good money. They were like $100, $150, $200. They were going for really, really good money. But since it's untested, parts only ones were selling between about 30 and 50, 55-ish. So I just thought, you know what, I only have $5 in it, I just wanted to get rid of it, and I'll be happy if I make $50, $60, which is just barely above parts only cameras. So I listed it last night for $58.95 plus shipping, and it sold quickly. So I definitely, you know, underpriced this one, but that's okay. I just wanted to be gone with it. This was a quick, you know, turn and burn type sell. So I had 5 in it, and I listed it, and it sold for $58.95 plus $9.85 shipping. So that's a total of $68.80 for this camera. So I definitely will keep my eye out for these, but I'll probably never find this good of a deal. Those people, they had really nice stuff. I bought good stuff at their garage sale. Like, I think I showed they had a pair of Beats by Dre headphones. They just threw in the free bin because they thought one of them was broke. They couldn't remember. I still haven't tested them out because I've been too busy with other stuff. But it was just like that. This Orvis bag, $1, just thrown on the ground. That thing's worth $100. There's this leather jacket I got for $5. It's worth, I'm trying to remember now, like between like 25 and 40, something like that. They just had really nice stuff. They were just getting rid of it. They didn't care whatsoever. They were just trying to get rid of it and get a few dollars. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pack all this stuff up and try to get it sent out to the post office. Hopefully they're open this early. And then I'm going to hit up that garage sale in that same neighborhood. And then I'm heading about 15, 20 miles up to another town where there's going to be a neighborhood garage sale this weekend, mostly on Saturday. And there's going to be some tomorrow, so I'll hit them up tomorrow. But there's one today. I figure, hey, I'm up already. Let me go check it out. I'll be late by a couple hours, but that's okay. I'll just see if they have anything decent or not. But anyway, I hit up a couple of garage sales, and who knows what. Maybe I'll find some more local furniture to flip or something like that. So anyway, I'm going to stop the video for now, and I'll let you know if I find anything else. Alright, so I ended up hitting up a couple of garage sales. I did not go to the one that's like 20 miles away because I ended up finding a few around town. And I think I went to 4. 3 of them were, or I should say 2 of them were not that good. And in one of them, I ended up finding something that I can probably sell locally. And then the one I actually knew about this morning, I found one thing that if it actually does sell, will be a pretty good one. And when I come home, I found that the other side of town now has junk sitting out ready for pickup. And I loaded the van up again with more furniture. So let me show you real quick what I found. Alright, I got it all out. So here's the first thing I bought at a garage sale that I think I can get a little money out of. It's an AWA stereo. It's the CX-NA31. It has a 3 CD changer up top, plays 2 cassettes, and of course AM/FM radio. It looks like you can also hook up mics to do karaoke on it. And anyway, they were asking $10. It was kind of an older lady's house, and she said it was her son-in-law's. And I wanted to test it out because I've had kind of mixed results with stereo systems like this. And anyway, we tested it out, and I was having a little bit of issue with it. The speakers were working, but I'm not sure all the way. And then I had her get a CD so I could test out the CD player, and it would spin around to the player back here, and it would spin about 3 times and then drop back down and move. It would not play CD, so I don't know if it was her CD or what, so I need to retest it, test the tape player, test the radio. This one also is missing an antenna, just like the last one I sold. So it's picking up radio, but not great right now. But if I hook up the wire to it, it should sound better. So we're having all these issues. She called her son and her son-in-law and put him on the speakerphone, and he was trying to go through, help me how to hook it up and test it and all that kind of stuff. I was just having issues. He just said, you know what, if you want it for $5, I'll give it to you for $5. So that's what I was going to offer for it anyway. So I went ahead and took a risk at $5. And if it doesn't quite work right, at least the radio works, and I could sell it to some guy that wants it in his garage or workshop and sell it locally for probably 25, 30 bucks. So I don't know, it probably wasn't that great of a buy, but I don't know, I just didn't want to pass on it because it was only $5. Okay, now let me show you the other stuff I grabbed. Alright, so here's all the free furniture I picked up today. Got a real big table here, and actually a really nice table here. It just needs to be put back together and refinished. So this first thing over here is like one of those mantles that has like an electronic fireplace type thing in there. Of course, all the guts are gone. So I just thought it had a cool shape. So I will dust it because it's a little dusty on the bottom, and then just kind of post it as a project piece where maybe $5 or $10 someone could buy it. They could add a shelf in the middle and have kind of a cool looking little bookshelf or something like that. So I think someone might like that. Okay, I found another old ladder. The lady that bought the last one said she was going to use it for a wedding decoration, so I will make sure to put that in this post. You know, Pinterest project, a pot for plants of some sort, or turn it to shelves, or wedding, or you know, whatever. Okay, I found this chair. It's actually pretty cool. It's oak. It's a rocking chair. It needs a little work, but it'd be an easy project. This part comes right off, and it could be rewrapped, and then the arm back here is a little loose, and then the leg back here needs to be reglued. But other than that, it could be refinished. That thing could actually be really, really nice. And I got it for free. I'll try to sell it really cheap, so I don't know how much. Maybe, I don't know if I could quite get 20 out of it, but probably 10 or hopefully around 15. Okay, this table right here is actually really big. It took me quite a while to manage to get this thing inside the van. I did it all by myself though, while some guy was standing across the street just watching me, taking his dog out to the bathroom. But anyway, it's not in great condition. You know, it's a little worn in spots and pretty dirty. I'll clean it up. But the legs and all the little pieces around the edge are real wood. The top, I can't figure out. I'm not sure it's real wood. But anyway, I mean, for free, I should be able to sell it for, I don't know what I could get out of it. I want it gone quick, so probably somewhere between 20 and 30 bucks. So I'll try to shoot for 30 and see what happens. I'd be fine with that. I mean, it was free, so oh well. But I don't know if it could be refinished or if someone would have to paint it, but this is actually a pretty big size table, so hopefully I think it would go. This one right here is actually really cool. That's a big table. That's like a 4-foot diameter, solid, I think oak, and it's actually solid wood. It could be refinished and look like an awesome, awesome table. Nothing wrong with the base. They just took it off and threw it outside. I don't know why. So I'll probably just sell it like this so someone can manage to fit it in their vehicle better. But man, I don't know what I could get out of this. I want to not undersell myself too much, but I'd like to get decent money. So maybe 30 or 40. I think 45, 50 might be pushing it because it's pretty rough, but I don't know, we'll see. But I'll try to get as much as I can out of it. So now let me show you the find I picked up that I should be able to sell on eBay. Okay, so like I said, I did go to the garage sale, the one that I actually had an address for. The others I just found driving around, and I went and checked it out, and I didn't get there near early enough. I got there by afternoon already because I had spent my time making labels and shipping out that stuff earlier. And it's a Thursday, so I figured they probably didn't have all their stuff out yet and all that. So I went over there knowing that in their listings on Facebook, they showed pictures of furniture and all this kind of stuff. I went over there. Apparently, all that furniture had sold already except for one piece. It was like a kitchen cart, microwave cart type thing. It was real wood, and it was a really nice neighborhood. They were asking $145 on that thing. So I knew from that all that other furniture that sold was probably not the best deal for reselling. I mean, I probably could have made some money, but oh well, you know, no big deal. It's a Thursday, and the rest of the sale, it was like a lot of Halloween decorations, Christmas decorations, a giant box full of Santa hats, and then like baby clothes and things like that. So I was like, you know, whatever. It's a garage sale, you know, there's probably maybe something here. Then I found a table that had electronics on it, and I ended up finding this thing, all right? And the main reason I looked it up is because they were asking $650, and when I opened it up, it's still brand new. Everything inside is sealed. I checked. Everything is still brand new, unused. They had 2 of these boxes sitting there. The second one I opened up had the wrong stuff in there. It was a Targus brand one. I looked it up, and it had like no value. It was like, you know, pre-owned. They were, I don't know, if they were selling maybe 15, 20 bucks or something like that. It was not that much. I was like, oh. Okay, so then, and that was the first one I opened. Then I opened this one just to see, and it was all brand new. So I get out my phone, I look it up on the eBay app, and the ones currently listed on eBay, so not sold, but currently listed, they're asking $98 and $118 and all that kind of stuff, but there was no solds. So my first thought, and when I left the garage sale, I was thinking, well, I'll just undercut all these people and just try to get rid of mine. Then when I come home, right before I shot this video, I learned my lesson on that a while back on that Scholastic thing, and I thought, you know what, I should double check. Let me Google search this and see if it has value. And I looked it up, and that's the reason they're not selling on eBay. They're asking way too much. So anyway, at $6.50, I tried to get a better deal on it anyway. I said, would you take $5? No, I can't. If it was Saturday, I would take half price, but today's first day, I need full price. So I said, that's fine, I'll pay $6.50. Okay, so anyway, just a few minutes ago, I looked this up on Google, just a quick search, and like through Walmart and a couple other sites, these are about $73 to $75, somewhere around there with free shipping. So I will just try to undercut that as well, so that it will definitely sell on eBay. So I thought, you know, that it was probably worth $100, and I could ask maybe $75 and just get a quick sale. So now that I know that it's actually only worth about $70 to $75, I will undercut that. Maybe ask $59.95 with shipping, something like that. It'll probably end up at right around $70. You know, they would pay total with shipping. So it'd be a little better deal than getting it from Walmart. And then I still make pretty good money off of it. So I could sell it for, you know, $60, and I paid $6.50. That's a pretty good turnaround. Definitely, you know, meets my $30 and higher standard. So that still should be a pretty good flip. All right, so while I was out and about at, I think it was the garage sale where I bought the stereo, I heard my phone go off and it made the eBay cha-ching sound. So I thought, hey, awesome, you know, something sold. And I have so many things listed, I had no idea what it was going to be. And I was really surprised. It ended up being a really, really good sale. One of the best ones in a while. So it's this right here. I just showed this in a previous video. I bought it last Friday at a garage sale. It was only 10 bucks. All right. It's a Salisbury AC audio / visual voltage detector. All right. And here is all it is. It's this thing. All right. So it's got the foam case, really nice shape inside. The exterior, it looks like it has some oil stains, and then it's that like rough, you know, toolbox texture, plastic toolbox. So all the little nooks and crannies have like some dirt. I tried cleaning it with rubbing alcohol and a rag. It didn't really work. I probably could have scrubbed it and made it look better, but it didn't really matter. It was in a little nicer shape than one I saw that sold recently, and that one sold for $175, I think, with free shipping. So I figured since mine is maybe a little nicer, I could go higher. So that's all it is right here. It's in good shape. It has like one scrape right here, so it's probably only used a couple of times. This little silver thing is like is something you add here, and then I guess you can hang it or whatever. But anyway, it's all there. It looks like it's missing the, there's a little compartment right here. The other pictures on eBay, the ones that had something there, it looks like it's just a rolled up thing of instructions, so that's not that big a deal. But it's just right here. It's just this right here. It takes like 2 or I think 3 C batteries inside here, almost like a flashlight. And then it's got the switch. You turn it on. It's got a light, and it makes a beep sound whenever it finds like an electrical line. So you won't be able to see it, but I'll put it by the outlet by the wall, and you'll see what it does. Let me turn it on here. All right, there we go. You couldn't see it, but it lit up red, and it made that sound, and that is all this thing does. Anyway, I looked these up, and right before I listed last night, before I went to bed, and brand new ones are like almost 300 bucks. They're like 280 to maybe a little above 300 bucks. So these things are really expensive. There was only one used one when I listed it last night, and they were asking somewhere around 200 on it. I don't remember if it was, I don't know if it was like 190 plus shipping, or if it was 200 plus shipping, or something like that. So I just decided that I would put mine a little lower. Maybe it would sell first. It still would get good money. When I first found it last Friday, I thought it would probably sell between $150 and $175, but I decided to go higher just to see. So I listed it at $184.95 plus shipping, and it sold. And it sold in like 18 hours. So I listed it last night, and it sold this afternoon. Probably more like 14 or 15 hours. So pretty quick, within a day. So anyway, it sold for full price, $184.95, and they are also paying $9.85 So in total, it sold for $194.80, and I only had 10 bucks in it. So basically, I got 185, and then I paid 10 on it. That brings me down to 175, and then there will be some eBay and PayPal fees, which is roughly 13%. So that's going to be what, 18 plus another what, $6 or something like, so another 25 bucks or something like that. So I'm probably going to make about 145, 150 off of it, pure profit. That's awesome. Okay, that's a really, really good find. So I'm sure these aren't very common to find such a good deal. But knowing that it's worth that much, even if I find one again at a garage sale and they're asking $80 for it, it's probably still worth it. You could double your money on it. That's pretty good. So it's not too late. I can still send it to the post office today, so I think I'm going to do that. I'm also going to go ahead and end the video because it's probably way too long now. I had so many different sales and different things I showed you. So anyway, I'm going to ask you 3 things here. If you like the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. It helps it get seen by other people on YouTube. And if you thought any of it was interesting, you could leave me a comment. And then third, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that as well. I'm trying to grow the channel, and it seems like it's really starting to take off a little bit. And if you subscribe, you can keep up with more videos. Also, after you subscribe, I haven't asked this before, but next to the subscribe button up top somewhere, there's a little bell icon. If you click that, it will actually send you the videos when they come out. So it's not that you're just subscribed, but it will also notify you when videos come out, so you can check out new ones. So anyway, thanks for checking it out.